Welcome students of class 7. Now today I will discuss on the further of the topic, that is physical and chemical change. So today it is the next part of the chapter, that is uh, physical and chemical change. Before going that is physical and chemical change, we have known to the difference that between physical and chemical change, and also the different examples of physical and chemical change, and we are continuing with the examples with the chemical change. Now some important questions from the previous day. In the previous day we have discussed on a reaction, that is vinegar and baking soda. Now in the reactive perspective, that means for this area the questions may come that what is the change when baking soda and vinegar are mixed together, and another type question may be what happens when the baking soda and vinegar are mixed. Then what happens when, if such type of questions is come, then you have to answer it by writing down that the products form, that is there is a effervescence of a gas, and later on we will prove that the gas is carbon dioxide. When it passes through a freshly prepared lime water solution, it gives a milky appearance on the lime water solution. So this milky appearance is due to formation of a compound, this is calcium carbonate. As there is a chemical change occur or a new compound is formed, so it is a type of chemical change. So what happens when, question 1, what happens when baking soda and vinegar are mixed? What type of change is this? Give reason to your answer. Give reason to your answer. So this is the important questions from this. Next, what is burning? Now there are different conditions of or different characteristics of chemical changes. There is the new compound is formed, it is the basic criteria of that. Next, that is a heat will be produced, or burning of gases, or the gases will come, color will change. These are also the characteristics of chemical change. Now when a change is followed by such a change in the substances, that is new compound, a gas will evolve, the color will change. Such type of changes are accompanied with a chemical change. So when an example comes with such type of change or any one of that, then it will undergo a chemical change, or it will be the example of a chemical change. Next one, we have done different types of example, that is the example of fireworkers, spoilage of food, and the brown color of the mangoes of a slice of an apple or potato, it is also a chemical change. Last was the neutralization. What is neutralization? Neutralization is the process of neutralizing a acid by a base. So what is acid, what is base? Acid is a substance which is sour in taste, we know, we have already discussed on it, and base which is bitter in taste. Now the chemical property of this compound is such that both of them, that is acid and base, react in between themselves and neutralize each another, forming a new compound, right? Another one example is the depletion of ozone. Ozone layer is there in our atmosphere which protects us from sunlight, that is the cosmic rays, that is the UV rays, etc. If the depletion of ozone means the ozone to oxygen conversion, depletion of ozone, and it is due to the production of the extraction from the refrigerator and also from the air conditioner, etc. Because of there is a compound name that is chlorofluorocarbon, which is basically producing from such kind of industries, special industries, that is the coolant used in the refrigerator and also in the ACs, etc. And in large scale it is produced from the industry. So it is the discussion from the previous day. If you having any problem, then you may tell it in your the chat option that this portion is not understood by us or me by specific name. Then I will repeat this portion again when I will come to the next session. Now today's topic, that is what is rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. So today's topic is rusting. Now you are familiar with the term that is rust. Now rust, what is rust? It is the layer of or flaky layer is formed rusting. It is a layer of iron oxide. It is a layer of iron oxide. So iron oxide is producing from iron to, in presence of iron to iron oxide, in presence of some compounds. What are the compounds? That is water, oxygen. Oh, sorry. What are the compounds? That is water, oxygen, etc. So the production of iron oxide from iron in presence of water and oxygen is known as the rusting. It is a process. So rusting is a process in which a layer of iron oxide is formed on the surface of iron particles in presence of water and oxygen. So clear? So you have to define what is rusting. So you may write down the question, that is what is rusting. Rusting, write it down. Rusting is the process of production. Rusting is the process of producing a layer of iron oxide, a layer of iron oxide on the iron articles, in presence of water and oxygen. So it is the rusting. Now what is rust? So rust is iron oxide plus water. So rust is iron oxide plus water, or you may write by this way, comma, iron oxide, water. So next point, that is what is rust, or you have to define it. What is rust? If you have to define it, then the brown flaky layer is formed. Brown flaky layer is formed on iron articles in presence of water and oxygen is called rust. Right? So it is rust. Next, what is the essential condition of rusting? So the essential condition of rusting is that the presence of oxygen and presence of water. So essential condition condition for rusting. Essential condition for rusting. Number 1, presence of water vapor or water, and second one, presence of oxygen. So why iron articles when kept in open atmosphere get rusted? Because of in air both of them, that is water and oxygen, both are present, and due to which the iron articles which are kept in open atmosphere are rusted. Next one, how to prevent rusting? How to or prevention of rusting? Prevention from rusting. Right? Now, it is a daily used phenomenon, that is used in our iron articles, that we have to coat it by a color. So the coating, that is there creates a layer of an oxide or a paint, getting a layer of a paint on the iron articles will repel the oxygen and the water molecules from the atmosphere, or there may be a distraction between the water molecule and the oxygen to that of the iron articles, and then there is a somehow lower in the rate of rusting, and another process, that is galvanizing. So first one is coating or painting. Second one is galvanizing. Now it is a new term to you. What is galvanizing? Galvanizing is the process of giving a layer of chromium, or zinc, basically zinc. So giving a layer of zinc on iron articles, giving a layer of zinc on iron articles is called galvanization. So galvanization is a process in which a layer of zinc is given on the iron article, so it can be prevented from rusting. So it is also a process. So one process, that is coating or painting, and another one is galvanizing. Now the iron pipes or etc., which comes with a appearance of that of the aluminium, just like at the aluminium, it is comes with the galvanizing. So these are the two processes by which the iron can be prevented from the rusting. So the important areas here, that is what is rusting, that is the process, and what is rust, two different definition. Next one, essential condition of rusting and how to prevent rusting, and what is galvanizing. On the next day, I will discuss on a small topic, that is stainless steel. What is stainless steel, and that of the next part of the left part, that is what is crystallization. So you have any problem, then make your queries on the e-portal, that is you may ask any questions in the e-portal, or any areas which you have not understood well, then you may tell it on this section. I will repeat this portion on the next class. So stay safe, and will for the next class I will be there with your next class. Till then, goodbye.